got the offer. You signed the contract, the first day nerves are kicking in. And you're probably thinking, okay, but now what? Because no one really teaches you what to focus on in your first 30 days. You want to impress, settle in, and build relationships, but without feeling like you're trying too hard. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 super practical things you can do right away that will set the tone, build trust, and help you feel like you actually belong. Let's get into it. And the first thing is to recognize that every workplace has its way of running. Anyone in HR, people and culture, or talent acquisition will refer to this as the company's amazing culture. But when you're new, it's just how things work. And one of the quickest ways to fit in is to learn how people talk to each other. So naturally, the first item on your new starter agenda should be to determine communication channels. Do people Slack each other, text, email, pop over to desks? Are emoji-filled messages normal, or do people write like they're submitting a legal brief? Pay attention to how your team communicates, and especially your manager. So a quick story. I once had a client, David, who kept emailing his boss long, detailed updates. Weeks later, she finally told him, hey, next time, just send me a quick message on Teams. I check that way more. Small change, big difference. So observe first, then mirror. And don't be afraid to just ask, hey, what's the best way to get in touch with you during the day? Look, every workplace has an unspoken language, and figuring it out early will save you a ton of awkward missteps. Okay, next up, perfect your onboarding process. Now this sounds basic, right? You think, surely I just show up and do the onboarding stuff, check the boxes. But here's the thing most people miss. You're not there to complete onboarding. You're there to own it. Get crystal clear on what's expected of you in your role. Not just the task list, the outcomes. Now I know it's early days, but this sort of stuff plays a part in how quickly you progress and whether or not you're going to get that promotion you already want sooner rather than later. So write them down if needed. And when you finish something, ask, what's next? Managers love this. It shows initiative, curiosity, and that you're not just clocking in. If you're unclear, say so. Ask questions and clarify where needed. It's so much better to ask early than to realize in 3 weeks in you've been working on the wrong thing. Now, one of my favorite lines, I want to hit the ground running here. Can I quickly run through what I'm focusing on and get your thumbs up that I'm on the right track? Short, simple, super effective, because all it requires is for someone to say, you've got it. Now for one that is more personal, write down your goals. How many people set New Year's goals and they never look at them again? Yet, don't do that with your job. Take time to write out your 30, 60, 90-day goals. Make them smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. For example, by day 30, I'll have a strong understanding of the team's priorities, tools, and workflows so that I can contribute independently. By day 60, I'll take ownership of a key process or project area and start driving measurable impact. And then by day 90, I'll have built strong cross-functional relationships and delivered value on at least one strategic initiative. And here's a smart move. Try to align at least one of your goals with a goal your manager already has. Maybe they mentioned a specific milestone during your interview, or perhaps they already hinted at a new project they want to get underway. Whatever it is, when your priorities support theirs, they're much more likely to be on board and to advocate for your success. And once you've drafted your goals, share them with your manager. It shows initiative, invites feedback, and gets everyone aligned from the start. And when review time comes round, you've already got a clear story of what you set out to do and what you delivered. Now, I used to do this all the time with my old boss. Not just when I started, but all year round. It shows you're thinking ahead and that you're serious about growth. Now, here's a bonus tip. Keep a little tracker. Google Doc, Notion page, whatever works, and update it weekly. Trust me, you'll love having this when it's time for performance reviews or promotion chats. Now, this topic brings me nicely on to the next. You should 100% establish and lead a regular one-to-one with your boss. Don't wait for your manager to set this up. If they haven't already, suggest it. Even a 2-minute weekly check-in is huge. And here's the key, you lead it. So come in with a structure. So mine usually look like quick updates, any blockers or questions, check on goals, anything I can do better, anything new they're looking to achieve. Now, the last one is gold. It means that you've always got your finger on the pulse with what's happening next. Treat these one-to-ones like a project meeting for you. You're showing up as someone who's not just a task ticker, you're managing your own development. If the company begins to go in a different direction, you'll know about it. If there's a new opportunity coming up, you'll know about it. And hey, even in the worst case scenario that the company is hit with budget cuts and might be making layoffs, it's not the news anyone wants, but you might know about it. Okay, so hopefully that's not one you hear about in the first 30 days, but in addition to getting things locked in with your boss, find your people. Now, this one's big. Think beyond just getting to know your team. Who else at the company could have an impact on your career? Think your manager, their manager, heads of departments, internal influencers, top performers. Speak to them, say hi, ask for quick chats, sit near them if you're in the office, and that's an option. Why? Because research shared by Vanessa Van Edwards shows that where you sit matters. If you sit near a high performer, your performance can go up by 15%, but sit next to a low performer and your performance can actually drop as much as 30%. So proximity isn't just about convenience, it's strategy. Being around top performers gives you a front row seat to how things get done, how they solve problems, how they communicate, how they lead, and that influence, it rubs off. So yeah, find your people. It pays dividends, both short term and long term. And this last one should be a given, but it doesn't last long. Play the new person card. Now, this is your golden window to ask all the questions. No one expects you to know everything. Ask people how they got to the company, what they do, what challenges they're seeing, what advice they have for someone new. And you'd be amazed how many people are willing to help if you just show interest. And if you're remote, book virtual coffee chats, keep a list, track what you've learned. Before long, you'll have a personal cheat sheet of who's who does what they're working on, and how you might collaborate. And you know what people remember? Those who make the effort early. So look, your first 30 days aren't about being perfect, they're about being intentional. If you do these 6 things, you'll build momentum fast and position yourself as someone to watch. And that reputation sticks. And if you're still on the hunt for that next role, I've got your back there too. Check out my LinkedIn profile series. It's helped hundreds of job seekers stand out online, and it's a great first step if you're ready for something new. I'll drop the link below and I'll see you soon.